Now, SDE and EBITDA are not the same, and confusing them, well, it can cost you money. Now, these are two terms that are heard often when it comes to business sales. They are both a measure of profit, and they are both used to evaluate the financial performance of a business, but they have distinct differences in the way they are calculated and when they should be used. So in this video, I'll show you what the letters mean, I'll compare the two terms, and I'll talk about what they are and when you should use them. So what exactly are SDE and EBITDA, and how do they differ? Well, sellers' discretionary earnings, that's SDE, is often used in the context of valuing small businesses, particularly those that are owner-operated. It represents the total financial benefits that a single owner will gain from the business. SDE is calculated by starting with the net profit of the business and then adding back expenses that are perks, that are discretionary, and may not necessarily be there for a new owner to incur. SDE is sometimes called a return to a working owner, certainly here in New Zealand. Now let's give you an example. Let's say a small local bakery has a net profit of $100,000. The owner pays themselves a salary of $50,000 and has car expenses not related to the business for $10,000. The SDE for this bakery would be $100,000 profit plus $50,000 salary plus $10,000 car perks. So it would have an SDE of $160,000. Now, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization, EBITDA, on the other hand, is a broader calculation used to state the profit of a business. It focuses on the earnings generated by a company's core operations, excluding interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization. EBITDA is often used in the context of a larger business and is considered a measure of the company's ability to generate cash from its operations. It's sometimes known as a managed profit, and it's calculated after the owner has been remunerated. So as an example, if a manufacturing company has revenue of $5 million, operating expenses of $3 million, now those expenses exclude interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization, as we talked about, its EBITDA would be $5 million minus $3 million is $2 million EBITDA. So ever wondered why some business valuations miss the mark? Well, it's all about SDE versus EBITDA and the key differences between the two. So SDE is more focused on the discretionary earnings available to the owner or owners of a small business and is commonly used in the valuation of these small mum and dad owner-operator type businesses. Whereas EBITDA is a measure of a company's operational profitability, often used in the larger businesses to assess core business performance. EBITDA is widely used in various industries and is a common metric in mergers and acquisitions, especially for larger companies. So you might be using the wrong metric for valuing a business. Let's fix that. When should you use SDE over EBITDA for valuing a small business or valuing any business? The decision to use SDE or EBITDA in the context of a business valuation sale depends on the nature and size of the business. Why do larger businesses prefer EBITDA while smaller ones lean towards SDE? Well, SDE is particularly useful for small businesses, as I said, that were owner-operated, as it reflects the total financial benefits that a single owner or small group of owners, mum and dad, might derive from the business, including their salary perks. Now, examples of this include consulting firms and small retail stores and local service providers. In a business where the owner's personal involvement significantly impacts the financial performance, SDE can provide a more accurate picture of the business's true potential earnings for that particular owner. Conversely, EBITDA is commonly used for medium to large businesses, especially those with a more complex organisational structure and operations. It provides a broader view of the company's operational profitability and is suitable for businesses in capital-intensive industries where large investments in stock, assets, machinery, staff, people, or technology are relatively common. It's a standard metric in mergers and acquisitions, that's M&A, where it helps to assess the core profitability of a business and facilitates comparisons between different businesses. It is often used by analysts and investors to evaluate the performance of publicly traded companies, providing a measure of operating efficiency. So in some cases, both SDE and EBITDA might be considered in the valuation process. Now, ultimately, the choice between SDE and EBITDA depends on the specific characteristics of the business, its industry, and the goals of the valuation or the sales process. Just to really confuse, and let's add to the alphabet soup, you might come across the term EBITDA. Now, this includes the letter P in that string of letters. It means earnings before interest, proprietor's wage, taxes, depreciation and amortization. It's similar to a working owner's cash surplus. But what's that? Well, find out over here. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.